book that we're gonna read on Shed Talks, because Shed Talks is a show for everybody. It's called The Hedgehog Goes to Kindergarten. Spike headed out the window toward the bus stop and quivered. "It's my first day of kindergarten. I'm afraid to be alone," he told Mama Hedgehog. "Yeah, that's right, Mama Hedgehog. You know, I think school's kind of a bitch, you know? Because he's probably going to be bullied. He looks different than everybody else. Because probably everybody else at this school's a fucking human and your kid's a goddamn hedgehog, alright? You'll find the bus, buddy." So what the fuck? He's not even gonna kick the bus? Just gonna be like, "Alright, I'll just let you walk onto the bus. Push! I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go fuck your dad right now." She patted Spike on the head and scooted him out the door. "Mind your quills. Mind your bad parenting, bitch! This is awful. I thought this was a kid's book, y'all." At the bus stop, Spike saw foxes, possums, beavers, and owls, but no hedgehogs. "Who's gonna be my bus buddy?" he wondered. "Yeah, so you're gonna leave this motherfucker to go to school with a fucking fox that's the natural predator of a fucking hedgehog, with some possums. Possums are awesomes, but, you know, like, this is fucking dangerous." So basically, in this picture, this kid's sitting all alone. He's got no fucking friends, besides maybe this frog. Fucking alligator right behind him. He's gonna get bullied by a fucking alligator. That's not fucking cool. And alligator's buddy's just fucking chilling over there. The bus was filled and a frog plopped down beside Spike. And no one came up to him until fucking Wart the frog. That sounds fucking... You're gonna give this kid AIDS too? Like, Jesus. He's gonna get warts and what the fuck? And now he's shaking hands with this frog. This frog's probably a lesbian. The bus clunked up the hill. "Yeah, check your fucking brakes. It says a clank clank bang bang and Trump." What the fuck? Trump's in this book? And there's pigs and shit everywhere? Oh my god. This driver's not even paying attention to the roads. Probably didn't even pass this fucking driving test because it's probably a fucking squirrel driving the bus. Since when are fucking squirrels allowed to drive? The squirrel's probably a fucking woman. Now it all makes sense. Moral of the story being, kids, don't send hedgehogs to school, alright? Don't be a fucking bully, alright? This is fucking criminality right here. That's this week's segment of Nick Thielen on Shed Talk reads a PG book. If you want to see this again next week on Shed Talks, smash the like button.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey everyone! Hey everyone! Hey everyone! Hey you guys! Hey you guys!
Ready to be fucking recording and chill. Larry loves everybody. It's cold as a motherfucker in the shed today.
Do you know how to spell shit, man?
Gotta love children, eh? Interrupting the web series.
Let's shed some light! Alright! Yeah! Let's get to it!
We need a cowbell. Bing, bing.
What we got cracking today, Papa Larry?
Hey everyone, welcome to Shed Talks. I'm Papa Larry.
And I'm Nick Thielen. Let's shed some light.
Let's see what we have in storage today. That might be good. That might be good. We locked that one down. Intro wrapped, motherfucker.
Woo! Let's do a show.
Let's do cocaine. They probably think he's drunk.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to Shed Talks, the third one.
Yeah. Getting big, getting crazy.
It's like, are we there yet? The first two were good, but fuck, the third one's gonna be shit.
Yeah, like Nick said, episode 3. As you can tell, the scenery is a little different. It's like, what, minus 25 out there today?
Yeah, it's fucking Canada. It's cold. It's February now.
Way too cold out in the shed. Way too cold for this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but his body fat index is negative 3%. So
I've been on Jenny Craig.
we're in the basement, but
Yeah.
we're still in the shed.
In the basement. What I like about this basement, though, if you guys want to hit us up, Papa Larry does also have another semen-infested couch. But not only does he have a couch, he's got some love seats. So if you want to join us for the orgy after the show,
Link in the
we'll leave a link in the description, Papa Larry's address and a phone number. you can call 403-555-PAPA. That's 403-555-PAPA for the orgy.
If you do forget it, it's written on the bathroom stall in Denny's.
Yeah.
In case you didn't have a pen handy, set it down to Denny's, ask for the Grand Slam.
My bad, Tammy, my bad. Tam-I in Canada because we're weird.
Tam-I.
What are we going to talk about today, Popularity?
Well, let's see. We've got a few rapid fire comments today. So Trudeau gave his big open house in Edmonton last night. And, I don't want to get too political. And is it just me or the way he talked? Would you not love it to have him behind you? Stroking your ego?
I would. Alright, throw another joke. Check that one off the list. What's next?
Alright, Notley, fighting BC. Now, I know Popularity's not a big Notley fan, but she's showing some cojones. And I don't know about you, but would she not look good from behind you? Plowing the field?
I did not see that comment coming. Alright, next one. Let's go.
Pumpkins. Now, is it just you?
God love 'em.
They look good behind you, giving you the patch.
Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. Check that one off. What's going on, Popularity? Oh, what's our next segment, Popularity? I hear you got something new in the shed.
Yeah, I got something I've been working on. I got something for all our female fans out there. I don't know if you know this, but yeah, we're not just about males anymore. Today's climate is changing, so Popularity thought there's not enough talk happening about women's vaginas. So, Popularity is introducing this 4-part series, Vagina Talks, with Popularity.
This segment is sponsored by Old El Paso Tacos. Because if you love pussy, you're gonna love eating damn tacos too.
Alright, ladies, sit those hips and spread those lips. It's time for Vagina Talks with your man, Papa Larry.
Welcome everybody to Vagina Talks with Papa Larry. So as you can tell, we're not in the shed. It's still cold as heck outside, and I figured since we're talking about the vagina, there is no better place than the natural home of the vagina, the kitchen. So here at Shed Talks, we have had a lot of questions about the vagina from our female audience. Here at Shed Talks, we understand the vagina can be a scary place. So we designed this 4-part series to teach our audience what is a myth and what are the facts about the vagina. If you are experienced with your vagina, stay with us. Think of this as a refresher course. And who knows, you may learn a thing or two. So before we get right into the vagina, I want you to remember, there's a lot of bad information out there. So do your research. You can also find another person who owns a vagina and get their advice. I would also like to remind our audience that I am not a doctor, I only play one in the bedroom. In this 4-part series, we will discuss Part 1, Know Your Vagina. Part 2, we will discuss vagina care. Part 3, Your Period. And in Part 4, we will wrap it all up by talking about the female orgasm. So if you're ready, sit those hips and spread those lips. This is Vagina Talks with Papa Larry. So as we already said, the vagina can be a scary place if you don't know what you're doing. But don't worry, Papa Larry is going to be with you every step of the way. And together, we'll learn about that vagina. Think of this as a mechanics course. You can't start taking things apart or rooting around without knowing what you're working on. You could do some serious damage. So here's a drawing of a vagina. Now if yours does not look exactly like this, do not worry. Vaginas come in all shapes and forms, and this actually is just a drawing of a vagina, not an actual picture. First I'm going to point out the anus. Now we're not going to go deep into the anus in this 4-part series, but if you're new to your vagina and you're rooting around down there, I want you to know what the anus is. You can usually tell if you're fingering your anus by the smell of your finger. Remember, if it smells like shit, you're in the anus. But we'll come back and lightly touch on the anus when we discuss the female orgasm. Moving on, this part is called the perineum, also known as the taint. Now as I said in the intro, there's a lot of bad information out there, and I found a good example of bad information on the taint in the Urban Dictionary. The taint is a very convenient anatomic location between the chug hole and the plug hole to temporarily store chewing gum, dip, snuff, or other oral agents when actively engaged in licking the beaver. The taint is not a good place to store chewing gum or any other valuables. Again, you could do some serious damage if you put the wrong thing up there. This next section is called the introitus, or the fourchette, also known as the vaginal opening. This is where the penis goes during coitus. Like I said, I don't want to throw the whole vagina at you at once, and we will talk more about the vaginal opening and its importance when we discuss the female orgasm. This next part is the labia minora, also known as the inner lips. Fun fact about the labia minora: the labia minora are two small folds of the skin, lacking fatty tissue, that extend backwards on each side of the opening of the vagina. They lie inside the labia majora and have a width of about 4 centimeters, which is about 1.5 inches. Now, the labia majora. Now this part, Papa Larry likes to call the Avengers of the vagina. Now what the labia majora is, they're a pair of rounded folds of skin that are part of the external female genitalia. Their function is to cover and protect the inner, more delicate and sensitive parts of the vagina. Urethra. This is where golden showers come from. The pubic area. If you're new to your vagina, this area is just above the fun factory and will grow hair. Now it is your prerogative to remove this hair. And again, I'm not going to throw the whole vagina at you at once, and we will discuss this area further in vagina care. And lastly, our good old friend, the clitoris. Now the clitoris varies in size and shape on different women and is responsible for bringing a female to orgasm. It is also known as the man in the canoe, the rosebud, joy buzzer, cherry pit, the love button, and the bald man in the boat. We will definitely be going down this river when we discuss the female orgasm. Well, I believe that should be enough for today. Join me next week when we will discuss how to care for your vagina. If you have any questions on how to care for your vagina, write it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it. Till then, take care of that vagina. It was. And again, that was brought to you by Old El Paso.
Munch them tacos.
Munch 'em lots.
Alright. If you like that segment, smash the like button, smash them pussies.
And make sure you're here for next week for part 2 of that segment, which is vagina care.
I know I take pretty good care of my vagina, so I'm interested in how I can improve my...
There's always something to learn, and that's the point of the videos, man. And that's,
I mean,
you know, just
all of
because
us gotta learn. I mean, I have 3% body fat, but I do a lot of pussy fat too. So I gotta trim that down a bit. And I feel like Papa Larry will teach me the ways.
I'm like a Jedi.
Like a true Canadian.
I'm like a Jedi when it comes to the vagina, ladies.
Boom! We got some shows coming up.
Yes, we do. What do you got going on, Nick?
What do I got going on? Well, as you guys know, we just announced it last week on Shed Talks. I will be at the Memorial Center. I will be part of the show with Jamie Hutchison, Brent Butt, and myself. Will be smashing it up February 21st at the Memorial Center. You can get tickets at blacknightinticketcenter.ca. Or just Google it up and get yourself some tickets. February 7th, Meeting House, Roastery, and Coffee Shop.
Open mic.
Open mic, I believe that's what, Meeting House Roastery?
Yeah, it's a long
Meeting House, Waters, and...
Watch last week's video, put a like on it, and at the end of that video, we say the name correctly.
Yes.
That's an open mic.
Yes, if you want to try comedy,
yeah,
you might be better than us. Who knows? Fuck.
Maybe, possibly. So Papa Larry's got a show coming up February 9th at the Radisson here in Red Deer. We got Miklos Blackshaw, and hosted by the Not So Sober News.
Miklos Blackshaw, you and me have both seen him. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Got a magnificent beard.
Epic.
Come out, touch his beard. February 10th, there's another show at the Radisson for Laugh Out Loud Saturdays with headliner Donovan Deschner. Myself, Colin Mullen, and Red Deer's own Clint Work will be on that show. Tickets are $15 in advance and $20 at the door. We'll see you there. Anyway,
what else we got going on?
Papa Larry, we have a special guest today.
We do, and it's a real live special guest.
Yes, we got the one and only Vidi Epson.
And just a man and his cup of coffee.
Vidi likes a little bit of milk in his. Papa Larry likes his coffee like he likes his men. Hot, black, and in my mouth.
I like my coffee like I like my colonoscopies. Up my ass.
I like my coffee like I like my women, cold and bitter.
We learned something today on Shed Talks. If you haven't heard already, this is Vidi Epson. So Vidi.
Yes, Papa Larry?
Tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into comedy?
Local actor producer Jason Steele. I work with him with Terry Shane Murder Mysteries acting group and all that, and he kept on bugging and sending messages, come to open mic, and all it took was one open mic, I was hooked.
Right on.
It's better than crack. Tell us, why the name Vidi Epson? For those of our viewers, which we have millions, by the way.
And millions.
Do you want to give a shout out to anybody in particular?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my dad, who I haven't seen for 40 years after he left my mom. Fuck you, Dad. I made it.
To Vidi's dad, if you want to come on the show, maybe do a Maury Povich reunion.
Yeah, I mean, alright, Vidi's dad, if you're watching, you know, smash the like button if you love your kids or whatever.
Dark.
Oh, yeah. So, imagine back in the days before there was internet. Back in the days when you had to masturbate to magazines.
I remember those good old days.
Sears catalog.
Oh, I remember those days.
Yeah.
Too.
Desperate times, man.
Or the Princess Auto flyer, whatever was closest.
Whatever guy had to do what he had to do.
Anywho, so yeah, before the internet, they had these things called bulletin board systems, or AKA BBSs.
Yep.
Basically the same thing. You used your phone on the computer, the modem, call into these, and they were different message-based boards. Leave messages, talk.
Actually, before we get going, for you young kids out there, a job is something adults do to pay bills, and it's part of what we like to call responsibilities.
Yeah, I was saying
So,
before.
anyway, continue.
Responsibilities. Pay bills. Hey, yeah, so...
Where's that crack pipe, son?
So before this one BBS, I had signed up, and instead of our usual nicknames or handles or whatever you could put in, if real names were coming up. And I talked to the guy who ran the thing, and I said, you know, I've noticed everybody else has fake real names that are kind of odd, different, funny, whatever. And, you know, I'd like to change my name to something like that because, you know, quite honestly, my original name is very boring compared to all the other names on there. And he goes, okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds and I will change your name to whatever you want it to be. I don't have time to think. Nope. Okay. Frantically looked around my room. What the hell could I make my name out to be? Came across my switch box for my computer because back in those days I had the classic Atari 1040 ST with one parallel port in the back. This one parallel port I had hooked up to the switch box to my video digitizer and my Epson printer. I've been Vidi Epson since 1993 now.
Holy shit.
And it worked.
Before Niek-y was
I was born in before that.
So what you're saying,
Matt.
you're saying I could have been your dad is what you're telling me.
Were you my dad, Vidi?
Everybody's-
Look at that! Shit Talks reunion!
I gotta go get a pack of cigarettes. I'll be right back.
Well, outside of comedy, what do you do there for a living there, Vidi? Now, I guess.
Well now, work in the exciting world of pest control.
I imagine pest control though, it's gotta be interesting. You gotta have some crazy fucking stories about there or something.
Best story I got right now is I go and I do a couple of the oil field pump houses. And
you think the semen encrusted couch is bad, Nick? See them pump houses on the rig?
oh, this one pump house guy, huge guy, like had to be about 6'8", 450-pound guy, just a monster, comes up and goes, we got a problem. And okay, what's the problem? Well, we got this here weasel and it's in one of our electrical boxes. If you choose a wire, it starts a fire. We've got a problem. Okay. And, you know, I don't know if you guys seen the weasels that we get here. They're about that big.
No.
And he's like, get a trap for it. And I'm like, I don't have traps for weasels. And so we went to the electrical box. I opened it up and he had nested himself right in there and he popped his head up and I put the lid back down. I went, yeah, that's a weasel. Well, you got to get rid of it. I don't care how you do it. So I went back to my truck and I have a little wooden bat of this big. I go
See where
back to
this is
the
going.
electrical box and I said, okay, you open the lid, I'll deal with the weasel. And he opened the lid, and I grabbed my bat and just right on the head. Oh, I kid you not, this guy turned white as a ghost, collapsed. And just as he had fallen down onto the ground, two of his buddies come walking in. They see me holding a weapon with a guy on the ground. He fucking hit Johnny, get him!
No way.
It's just,
shit.
no, I hit a weasel, You shouldn't call Johnny a weasel. You know, after I got my ass kicked by two oil field guys, I went, oh look, you killed the weasel.
You've been doing a couple things, comedy-wise. You got a show
Yeah.
that you
Yeah,
want to tell us about
Well-
so we can spread it to our fans.
myself, along with Darren Drolet, aka Darren Brockovich, we've got our news show, officially titled on Facebook as Not Necessarily Sober, but we figure Clint can't spell necessarily, so he's
Yeah.
put us as Not So Sober.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much a parody of the current events that we find amusing. We research off of the internet, we write the stories, or rewrite the stories, add our commentations after it, and it's worked out really good as a news show where we end up being the host of the comedy night that night.
Yeah.
We do a couple of stories, bring up a comedian, and actually it's gotten pretty good reviews.
February 9th.
Yes,
Is that
February
correct?
9th.
Your next one, right here.
February 9th with Papa Larry and Not So Sober News.
Papa Larry's gonna be there. Remember, we got that giveaway too. Like and share this video for your chance to win a pair of tickets.
My plan this year is to do the Western Canada tour. So
Sweet.
February 24th I'll actually be in Kelowna, and in March I will be trapezing around Vancouver trying to hit open mics out there.
Sweet. How long are you going to Vancouver for?
Probably just a couple of days, but
So what he's saying there is, he's a really big deal, and right now he's on Shed Talks, so if you appreciate that he's on Shed Talks, smash the like button!
So I'd be very
so
funny, guys.
aggressive on that smash though. It's almost like a wrestling promo.
Alright, you dirtbag, you listen to me. If you like Shed Talks, I want you to go right over there and smash that like button.
Smash the like button! Smash it! Hulk smash! Alright, that's our show for today.
That's her. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Vidi Epson for joining us today.
Our first
Thanks for
real
having me,
live.
Virgin. We popped our cherry on Vidi. Yes.
Alright, we'll see you next time for episode 4.
There you go. Peace. So you want me to hit that stop button?
Yeah, just hit
Smash that stop button.